People who truly love sports know that it's not only about hard training and long-awaited competitions, winning or losing. It's a whole different world full of events and emotions. In sports, there is friendship, competition, and there is always a place for humor. Now you will see the funniest moments of sportsmen's life. Before the fight, fighters go through weighing in to prove the right to compete in their weight class. They normally do it in their underwear. But it seems this guy was worried about his boxer shorts being too heavy and stepped on the scale without them. Too bad his assistant dropped the curtain.
126.
Not only we can call it a tie, but we can call it a day. It was impossible to name the winner, and you can easily see why. And these two fighters are a living example of why you should compete only in your weight class. Tom Thumb can win over a giant only in a fairy tale, never on the ring. You can't simply outwit a competitor who has an apparent weight advantage. A sportsman was about to have a snack when his competitor called him out. But he played it cool. He might have an apple in his mouth, but he's still trying to look fierce and scare the hell out of his opponent. Before the fight for the WBC champion title, Derek Chisora spat water in Vladimir Klitschko's face. The Ukrainian boxer did not respond to the trick. And this fighter wanted to make a dramatic entrance, and the result surely exceeded his expectations. And though it didn't go as planned, the audience will remember his appearance. If you find tennis boring, you might not know enough about this game. Sometimes players work miracles during the match. Just look at this flying racket hitting the ball right in the air. Tennis is a dog's favorite sport, and you can easily guess why. Dogs just love it when you throw them a ball. And now this four-legged friend will be happy to fetch it. Oh wait, it seems the dog has other plans. Luckily, the player convinced the furry friend to return the ball. You surely don't expect your teammate to play tricks on you, and sometimes you should. Getting hit in the neck with a tennis ball is not something you would enjoy. This tennis player's smirk tells us it was on purpose. Who knows what happened between those two? All we know, with friends like these, who needs enemies? We've seen sports equipment broken during the game way too many times, but this… Not only athletes run the risk, this operator's camera is falling apart before your eyes. A puck hit the camera of the operator who was shooting this hockey match. Fixing his equipment will cost a fortune. What to say? Anything can happen in sports. Dogs running on a football field are not that unusual as it might seem. Typically, our four-legged friends are amicable and simply want to participate in the game. This one, however, is obviously angry with the football player, and we will never know why. Sometimes you can see things on the volleyball field. This sportsman managed to save the ball slipping under the net and even celebrated his little victory with the competitors, a truly unbelievable and unforgettable moment. During the women's football game, this referee managed to impress both players and fans with a jump split. It turns out a referee needs stretching too. Sport judges require all possible skills. You can never know which one of them you might need during the game. This referee had to climb up the hoop to kick out the ball that got stuck there, and he seemed to do it quite effortlessly. During halftime, a referee kneeled, took out a ring, and proposed to his girlfriend. And naturally, she said yes. What an emotional moment! It appears you can witness a love story on the football field, not only the movies. Every fighter has a different strategy in the ring. Some are pushy and aggressive, others think it through and use the technique. It seems these two had a misunderstanding. It's quite common, they're no friends after all. One of them, however, chose a verbal fight over fists. What a turn!
I tell you, Mayorga, this gets Mayorga into it. He just let him hit him a left hand. Look at him. Right hand. Hey, look at Mayorga.
Many beginners think that boxing is all about how hard you punch, and yet precision is much more important. This guy was trying a bit too hard when aiming a blow and fell over. His opponent didn't have to do much. The strategy of this fighter impressed even many of the fans, and definitely his competitor was taken by surprise too. A fighter simply has to be quick, inventive, and sharp. No need to think that only big muscles make a good sportsman. Sometimes in sports, intellect is the key.
Oh, had him in that standing submission.
It's not the case here though. Dressed in evening gowns, two pretty women started a fight in the ring. Most likely they were competing for judges' attention. But when one of them was defeated, the dark horse entered the game to demonstrate her weapon. Can't compete with that. We all know it's not okay for a man to yell at a woman. And normally, a sportsman is an icon of strength and courage. And yet there are moments just like this. But with this woman referee, he's barking up the wrong tree. A funny guy just pulled his leg, or maybe his shorts. With people like that, you better watch your shirts and not the game. Otherwise, you might lose them. Park De-sung won the fight of the night and had to pose for the final picture with the ring girl. But when Park saw the girl, he ran off in terror. His reaction is a no-brainer. Last time he was striking a pose and pulled the ring girl closer to him, he was criticized on social media and even accused of sexual harassment. During one of his games, a top basketball player, James Harden, showed not only his sports skills but his big heart. When he noticed an older woman in the arena, he approached her and gave her a ball with his autograph. It turned out the woman was more than 100 years old. She's such a devoted basketball fan that she never misses any of Harden's games. A tennis player didn't notice a boy trying to hand him a ball for an autograph. He was about to leave the court when he heard the boy crying. He came back and signed the ball. Competitors on a field shouldn't mean enemies in life. Sadly enough, in football they often forget about it. Not this time, however. A football player could have been injured, but his competitor helped him out in the nick of time. And there are victories. They must be the happiest moments in sportsman's life. Everyone has a different celebration style, but it is always fun to watch. I wonder what she's thinking right now. As you can tell by the reporter's face, she's hardly even interested in what the bodybuilder is saying. But no doubt, she can listen to him forever.
I don't want to cry again. But it's been a long road. Ups and downs. And a lot of blood, sweat and tears. Me and my wife.
This is it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, write comments and subscribe to our channel. Click on the bell button so you won't miss any of our videos.